Some of us are blessed with partners that are very calm, calculated, loving, and very peaceful. And we in turn think that this is a weakness. A person that can stay very calm in the midst of trials, in the midst of all kinds of chaos, is a person that has trained themselves to be emotionally mature. And it's not an easy feat. A lot of people could be in a situation that warrants raising their voices, expressing themselves, but they choose to handle it calmly. But the mistake their partner do or commits is to think that because they are calm, they could be taken for granted. If you're in a situation where you constantly have to be the one expressing yourself and your partner always apologize or just look for ways to make you happy just because they feel the need for your emotions not to be toiled with, and you feel that that is a weakness, it is not. I'm not saying that there are some kind of people that are overly quiet and when they ought to speak, they don't. That's not what I'm saying. But if you have a partner that constantly cherish you and respect your emotions, not necessarily because you're right, but because they feel the need to protect their space, their peace, and yours as well, because they know as long as they have that peace, you have the peace as well. But people take this kind of people for granted. If you find yourself in a situation where you have that kind of person, learn to read between the lines. Having to win an argument all the time doesn't necessarily mean you are on top. It doesn't necessarily mean you are right. It means that nobody is actually questioning your excesses. And when you're in a relationship and nobody checkmates your excesses, it means something is wrong. It is either the person feels the need for you to be corrected, but feels you might blow it out of proportion, or the person wants you to take those steps yourself. We are not going to have two fires in a relationship and expect it not to burn. Some people are just water. They handle things calmly, even in the midst of trouble. They are emotionally strong to that aspect, not because they are supernatural beings, but they are wired not to react emotionally to things. They process them. And other people are wired to react emotionally to things. That's why you see a situation that people would see things happening and they would react immediately. Others would just stay calm, calculate, maneuver their moves, and strike. Both ways are very commendable because there are situations you don't have to sit unless it will be blown out of proportion. But there are situations that you don't have to overreact, because overreacting would mean you're not calculating your next step. It's just like a boxing match. It is not the biggest person that hits the hardest. You have to be calculative. Relationship thrives when you know that you are bound to be corrected, you are bound to make mistakes, but you don't want to repeat that mistake if it doesn't sit well with your partner. When you find yourself in a situation where you constantly repeat the same thing that your spouse or partner complains about, you should checkmate yourself, because it means you are intentional carrying out a deed that you can't control yourself over. It's one thing to do something, it's another thing to be sorry about it. Whatever you do that doesn't sit well with your partner should be addressed. Learn to love and respect your partner. Learn to put them in a position that they feel loved, honored, and valued, and they would reciprocate the same thing. Do not put yourself in a situation where you have to be constantly reminded that you are stepping out of line. Love is a beautiful thing, but it is even more beautiful when you respect whoever you're dating. Language barrier, political affiliation, social status shouldn't come to play. Two people from two different backgrounds could fall in love and still become the best of partners, regardless of their financial status. As long as they respect you, as long as they're hardworking, as long as they're trying their best to put smiles on your face, do not remind your partner or whoever you're in a relationship, of their financial status, except you're trying to improve them. And even at that, it should be done with love and caution. A lot of relationships get messed up because people tend to give certain questions in certain situations. What exactly have you done for me? Those questions have ruined a lot of relationships because a person can only do as much as they can. And when they go out of their way to do something for you, it might not be the best of it all. It might not be what you expect, but you should appreciate the effort, the thought being put into it. And when they do these things over time and feel glad in doing it, you can imagine how heartbreaking it will be when you rub it on their face by asking, what exactly have you done? The singular statement has broken a lot of people. Singular statement has made a lot of people withdrawn to their shell, and a seemingly blossoming relationship begins to fail. Show your partner love and show them respect, and that's the best you can give. You're never going to be void of troubles, but when that trouble comes, let the love lead and let your affection supersede whatever mistakes comes up in a relationship. My name is Don Simple. To have a wonderful day.